there's so much that's coming together to make it what it is. Like the production design is great in the film. It lends itself to like a really shiny science fiction thing, but the pacing of the movie at the beginning, it has this film noir kind of score to it.
Yeah.
And it feels like a mystery. And then as the movie goes along, it smoothly progresses into like the horror elements that you have going on later. And when it's not even completely a horror movie, but like I said, if anybody else had tried to put those together, I mean, it would be a jumble, but it morphs so well into all these different kind of films. And Antonio Banderas, these two guys haven't worked together like in 21 years.
Right.
That's since what? Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down? Or?
How long has it been? Has it been since like the 80s that they've made a movie together? So it's been like, I guess so. Yeah. It's like, I guess that might be it because it's been so long. And it's like, now let me ask you something. Did he discover Antonio Banderas?
I think he did. I'm not
so.
at least in cinematic terms anyway. I think he was on a soap opera or something.
Well, it wasn't until Robert Rodriguez really brought him to the forefront with Desperado.
Well, he did the Mambo Kings before that.
Yeah.
Well, he wanted to, because I think the reason why I bring that up is because I think he discovered Penelope Cruz too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he was going to get those two to work together again. He likes using the same people, but
he's got an eye for finding hot Spanish people because this girl in this one here is like, she's got the most beautiful face, arguably, of anybody working right now.
Oh, easily.
does, man.
I mean,
And
easily. Yeah, you think you've seen hot girls until you've seen this girl on the
just
screen.
her face.
And even the girl who's fucking playing Antonio Banderas' daughter in this movie is gorgeous. But yeah, I mean, and the fact that he casted somebody as gorgeous as the lead is here. I mean, wow. Like I said, once again, it really makes your brain work while watching this movie, and it's something to easily like get in a fun discussion about afterwards.
Oh yeah, this girl, she
after a little private time.
Yeah,
no, it's like naked through most of this film.
Yeah, no, it's
which is the crazy thing about this director. It's like, man, he just corrupts my way of watching a movie.
No, it's a very twisted film, and that's why I was bringing up this girl because this girl, Elena, for your sake, I see you looking at me. I'm gonna say Anya. That age tells me different in his name.
You're a grown ass man. Go for it.
Anyway.
Yeah, but now I'm glad that they don't have Penelope Cruz because I've seen a whole lot of Penelope Cruz. The last thing I've seen this girl, seriously,
Too much.
Yeah, way too much. And I think she could have played this role just fine. But this girl here, first of all, she wasn't nearly as hot as I thought she would be after seeing her in that movie Point Blank, which is a French film. She's a Spanish girl, but in this movie, she's like, she just captures like this whole, like the moment you see her. And you're trying to figure out what she's thinking. She fits like the twisted element of this movie later on. It's like she kind of gave me chills at the beginning because it let me know like, okay, things about to get fucked up later on in this movie. And it's all written all over her face.
Well, they were doing this thing, and it had to have been a CG touch up where she's supposed to have perfect skin, and there's lots of close ups of her where literally it's blemishless. There's not a flaw on her. You can't see any pores, anything. It's like she's too perfect.
Yeah,
and it is a little kind of. I guess it'd be distressing to some people. To me, I'm like, I found my sex robot mom.
Yeah. It's like, oh, what? You just want to have sex with a living Barbie doll? It's like, yeah,
yes,
yeah. Why not?
Yes.
You say it like it's a bad thing.
Yeah. I would just get the DVD because it's cheaper, but
the moment a real dog can walk, I'm gonna feel fine getting one. But
then they take over.
Yeah,
that's fine with me.
I would like to be the first to salute our new real doll overlords
and have them have sex with me.
Can I say this at least for Almodovar? This is the most coherent film I think he's done, and I've definitely tried my best, just so I can have a conversation with the snotty ass, film people out there, as far as watching his films. But this one, I'm like, you know what? This is a real film that he's actually made to where he didn't get all wrapped up in his own craziness as far as what he likes to do with his films usually. Yeah. And I actually appreciate that because it's like, this was such an interesting take on the whole Frankenstein deal that I could easily recommend it to people.
See, I do think he did get wrapped up in his own craziness a little bit too much in some parts. Then this.
Well, it made it interesting. Yeah.
Well, when I say crazy parts, it's like his just obsession with sex. I mean, it's like there's scenes where they didn't have to show you all the sex going on.
Right.
First of all,
but he was nice enough to do it.
I know,
not 2 rape scenes in this movie, pretty much that are going on. Yeah.
Well, sort of.
They
weren't offensive.
Sort of a rape scene. It's like it is and it isn't.
She said yes at first, and then she said no.
Hey,
so it's only sort of.
Watch Irreversible. That's a fucking rape.
Yeah.
Well, with this, this is if. I don't know. This is a case where it depends on how you look at it. Because I see what you're saying. By the end of the movie, it's debatable. But it's like when we first see it, it's prolonged and it's a really uncomfortable sex scene. And there's another part where Antonio Banderas goes out into this park to look for his daughter, and there's a whole orgy going on out there. And he's like us. I mean, he just stops and looks.
Yeah.
It's almost like they were filming him. He just stopped and didn't move. You know, they're like, shit, that was perfect. Keep it. But I thought that it's not that it was bad. I'll even say it was kind of hot, but it just didn't lend itself to like the movie, you know.
It's an Almodovar thing, though.
Yeah.
It's like all his movies are just permeated to some degree with sex. It's his thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah.
is his, as a director, it's his own personal fetish.
Well,
Yeah,
you know, thinking in context of those scenes, though, I mean, I thought they were more than appropriate. Honestly.
I thought so, too.
Like thinking back, I'm not thinking, okay, that's because I mean, there's a reason why they showed that sex scene at the beginning, because it motivates the character to think what they're thinking, you know, after that scene.
He likes to take like sex as we know it and think of it as a good thing and juxtapose it versus, oh shit, that's really fucked up, when you understand what was really going on underneath that. He does that with a lot of his movies where it's like, oh, we have to think of sex in very different terms or couch it in weird situations. Your cat is attacking my crotch.
the cat's thinking about sex right now.
That is Almodovar film right here.
That cat's like, somebody mentioned sex. That cat, I was looking and I didn't know you were going to say anything, but that cat really did just attack Cyrus's penis.
Look, Cyrus is sitting there talking about sex, and suddenly the cat can hear the blood flow. Yeah.
You see? Now, how do you feel being raped by the cat? Not so good.
Not so good. Not so good.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now you see.
I still would have filmed it though.
I wish I had a camera. Yeah,
It would have advanced the plot.
Yeah, look, it sounds like I'm making some major complaints, but I'm not. I really do love this movie, man. This is one of those movies I can't watch over and over again. Knowing what I know and just watching it come together is an even better experience for me. So why are you laughing at me, man?
Because I'm hearing you say that I could watch the movie all over. I see somebody sending it to you, and you're going like, "Oh, that's nice," and sticking it on the shelf, and just walking away and never taking it out of the cellophane.
Well, I'm a busy man, you know.
He said he could.
Yeah, I could, you know. I didn't say I
He
would.
wasn't so busy.
So yeah, no, this is definitely full price for me.
Yeah, if he was on a plane and his computer was broken
I would love to catch somebody watching this movie on a plane.
and he wasn't too tired to sleep or anything, you know.
If I was
And
placed
the
in a room
stewardess-
with just that one movie,
And none of the stewardesses were hot enough to bother talking to.
Then he can watch that movie over.
And he didn't have a prominent itch. I don't know. Yeah, I think this is a full price movie too. This is like I can't say that I felt like it dragged, but there were points that I did wonder where it was going because I'm so used to Almodovar just kind of going off the rails for me and going, all right, man, you want to be disturbing here, and it's in a way that I just don't see the point. And here, you totally see the point. It all makes sense within the context of the storyline, which is a really interesting one. By the end of it, I almost felt like applauding. I was like, wow, that was masterfully done.
Yeah.
Putting all these pieces together into a coherent whole. It's obviously not going to be for everyone.
Stop it. You fucking child.
you see,
he said whole.
Of all the words, whole is the one that set you off.
well,
WHOL.
I think it was the
This
word.
is why he's such a Courtney Love fan.
It was the word stick combined with whole. I'm sorry, but
Jesus.
Leon, I was thinking of a very humorous math equation going on
I'm
in my
sure.
head. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please.
Sorry, name a math equation real quick.
Yeah, just say one.
If I take stick and put it with whole equals comedy,
Try to pronounce that actress's last name. Yeah.
I will not debate you, and I have a witness over here for that name. So anyway, okay, genius.
full
Go ahead.
price.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what'd you say?
It's a full price.
Okay, yeah.
Mr. Spelling Bee over here.
Yes, I'm going to give it also a full price. You guys pretty much said everything I wanted to say. If there's one thing I like to mention too is like, wow, congratulations Antonio Banderas, for doing a movie that's actually worth the shit. That's worth of your
awesome.
acting credit. It's like not only are you a good voice actor now, but wow, you're actually like playing a character that isn't usually your same old self that you tend to play all the time.
Yeah.
And wow, I was really blown away by his performance in this movie.
It was a departure, and it seems like he always gets typecast into the same type of roles. And the only guy who would be brave enough to give him a chance to do something so striking, just disarmingly different from his normal type of roles would be Almodovar.
No,
And
you're
we started
absolutely
with
fucking
each
right.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all forget he was in a Woody Allen movie not that long ago, not playing himself.
Was that musical one?
No, musical one. No. It was the one with Josh Was it the one with Josh Brolin?
Oh yeah, it was the one that I didn't give a rat's ass to see. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
No, I agree with you, Cole. He was, and I wish that I brought that
Did you
up
just call him
earlier.
Coho?
Yeah, I did. No, I thought he was amazing in the movie.
Oh yeah,
and
he
Tony Banderas.
really was. Yeah.
Now, before we end this, come here.
It's more of a pussy in boots, really.
What does that word say right there?
Anya.
You a goddamn.
Hey, you know, how do you say tortilla?
Oh, tortilla.
Exactly. Case closed.
Yeah, Tortilla.
Speaking of skin, I'm about to throw this cat out by skinning this cat right here. Right when we stop the review, she decides to be quiet.
He's got the little cute anime eyes.
She's
now.
just chilling now. Why are you going to throw her out?
That's not right.
Get your ass out my
That's what I always say. No girlfriends, no cats.
What's the difference?